the notion of innovation, and if we do this well, when we do it well, can in fact be a game changer for our young people.
In my old schools, because we had to follow the exact workshop model, I was literally lecturing. Students were like, okay, when is she going to stop? It's insane to think that you can just rip open their heads and pour in this knowledge, and that was what that was promoting. You're trained to teach that teacher will do this. You have to be in control.
I always felt like I was standing in front of a group of kids who were like this, and not really responding, and I didn't really know if they were paying attention.
I think it means an opportunity to create the kind of school we've always wanted to create.
Be bold, do something that you've always wanted to do but thought you couldn't do.
The I-Zone represents creativity, innovation, and really approaching our students in a variety of ways. Our students today are totally different than the students of yesterday, and I think we as a system have a responsibility to make sure that we continue to upgrade our schools to attract those students.
Why personalization is at the core of I-Zone, is at the core of 360, is that we believe that we need to make a paradigm shift. And historically, where students have been asked to meet the needs of school, we really want school to meet the needs of individual students. We've set up structures essentially for students to conform to what the school thinks they need before they even enter the building. Our hypothesis is that school needs to be personalized for kids for the betterment of their success in college and career.
Lessons before used to be about everyone's going to enter here, everyone's going to exit here. Our school now is rethink all that. And it's not just me talking. Here it's I can question them.
I-Zone makes it more interactive. I just feel like I'd be less prepared for college if it weren't for this experience.
I think it's very important to see through like a student's eyes, because we're the one, learning here.
This generation of students is much more media savvy than we are. And when the language of school mimics the way that they interact socially, we don't want to replace teacher. What we want to do is free the teacher to leverage each individual student's personal strengths, needs, and motivations so that the curriculum that the teacher's creating in collaboration with the student better meets the needs of those individual kids.
Everyone's on Facebook and YouTube. Video is a medium that we're more comfortable with today. So to see your teacher in a video makes you want to find out what they have to say.
Now I spend my time sitting next to them, talking to them about their questions, asking them questions I have about what they're learning. And I think they feel much more supported, and I think they feel much more positive about their performance. They know exactly what they've got to get done. They're performing at a much higher level.
It's amazing to see them grow emotionally and socially.
I never really had like a one-on-one with the teacher. Even if I ask, here you schedule it and we all have that time together. And I think that's important.
They email you, I really don't get this, I need help. Or they tweet, I need help, see me please after class.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. So I think it's really helpful for kids that normally don't speak up.
I-Zone will enable kids to become more active in their learning process. They can help set their own benchmarks.
We were reading Invisible Man, and it looked like a big book.
It is a big book.
And I didn't understand it at first either. But once you mentioned that Ellison was in the jazz, I said, oh, okay, this book makes a lot more sense now.
That's cool. I've taught it many, many times. I noticed that you guys discussed all the things that I wanted my kids to discuss before without any prompting from me. It was kind of magical.
I sense the passion, I sense the connection of the student to the school itself, and we need to make sure that all of our schools have that same type of passion, that same type of connection.
I've never felt like I successfully taught that book before this year.
I just feel like the book, like we were hungry for the knowledge that the book had to offer, and that's what made it so appealing.
That's so
I
true.
definitely.
That's awesome. That's wonderful.